Hello, it's a Friday video, so that means it's a bookish video, and just a quick note, I'm going to be changing my upload kind of schedule. I used to do 3 videos a week, but now since school started I can't really do that anymore, so it's just going to be 2 videos a week, and Monday will be like film themed videos, that's either reviews or just kind of talking about directors or genres, and then Friday will be my bookish videos where I can review books or do a book tag or something about books. But today my bookish video is about graphic novels, and I'm going to be going through my graphic novel collection. I put off this video for a while because I don't really have that many graphic novels. I have about 13 I think, so I thought that it would be kind of lame if I was like, here's my collection, and there's not that many there. But I thought that I'll probably do an updated one in like a year or so, so then, you know, I can see how it's grown and stuff like that, and I thought that would be quite cool. And yeah, I just like talking about graphic novels, so I thought this would be a fun video to film. Another reason why I wanted to do this video is actually because I want to talk more about graphic novels on this channel, because I recently started year 13 and the workload is a lot, and I've noticed that I haven't really had as much free time to read as I would have liked, and it takes me way longer to read actual novels than it does to read graphic novels. I read graphic novels like quite quickly because it's art, and a lot of it is word based, so I get through those much quicker than I do with books. So I think this year I'll be reading a lot more graphic novels just because of time, and also I do want to feel like I'm reading something, because otherwise it's just, I don't enjoy going through the day if I don't have something to read with me. So I'll definitely be getting more graphic novels, so hopefully I'll be able to talk about those on my channel when I get them. So the first kind of section of my collection is kind of Marvel, and I have the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, Volume 1, Volume 2 and Volume 3, and I've read the first 2 and I'm yet to read the third, I think. And then I also have Marvel The Amazing Spider-Man Spider Island, but I think this isn't part of like the original. This is like stuff, like this isn't written by Stan Lee, it's written kind of later, so I wanted to read the originals first before I read this, but I've had a flick through and the art is pretty cool, so I hopefully will be getting to this soon. Then I have The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys by Gerard Way and illustrated by Becky Cloonan, and I met Becky Cloonan and she signed it for me, which is pretty cool, which I was happy with, and I don't know why that's in there, but this is really cool. I've started reading this, and yeah, I haven't finished it yet, but that was ages ago, so I probably will have to start again, which is annoying, but yes, it's very good. It's kind of set in this post-apocalyptic world, and it's really cool. Basically, just trust me, just read it. And this is, I think, meant to be read in conjunction with the My Chemical Romance album called Danger Days, which is amazing. I've listened to it like a bajillion times, so yes, definitely check this out if you haven't already. Next in my collection I have Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, both of which I've read and completely adored. I absolutely love Kick-Ass. It's basically like an action superhero type thing, where this teenager Dave suddenly one day realizes that no one has ever tried to be a real life superhero, so he thinks that he should be the first one to try. And it's so funny, he kind of fails at the beginning, but then he meets this girl called Hit Girl, and she's like a superhero, and she's way more badass than he is, and she's just awesome. She's kind of like the opposite of the damsel in distress trope. She's amazing, and she's very funny and sassy. And these comics as well, they're very funny, very action-packed, but also quite gory, so if you don't like that, I wouldn't recommend maybe checking these out, but for everyone else, definitely these are amazing. And also the film of the first one is so good. The film of the second one is kind of disappointing because they changed some things that don't need changed, and it's not as good as the first movie, but the first movie of Kick-Ass is amazing. Definitely watch it. Then I have Blue is the Warmest Colour in English and also in French. I bought the French version because last year I did French AS level, and I thought if I bought a French graphic novel it would encourage me to do background reading and, you know, improve my French and like enlarge my vocab, but it didn't. I didn't get on with French very well, but I do love the art in this, and I do love the story. I think I got about halfway through the English version and I got about 2 pages into the French version, so I do need to get to these very soon. Yeah, and like I said, I'll be trying to read more graphic novels this year due to my time constraints, so I probably will be getting to these quite soon. Next up is a graphic novel I've mentioned, I think once or twice or something on the channel before, and that's Through the Woods by Emilycarol, which I also, my friend got signed for me for Christmas, which is pretty cool, and I just love this illustration in the front. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. And this is basically, it's kind of, I love anything to do with fairy tales, so that's why my friend got this for me. And it's basically like, I think 5 or 6 short stories kind of based around the woods and what happens when people go into the woods and all the sinister things that are lurking in there. And it's just really, really cool, and the art is amazing. And the thing I love about the art in this is that every single story has a different drawing style. So some of it's really detailed, then some of it's really simplistic. And I really like that, because for a long time as an artist I kind of stressed out about not having a specific style. I was like, oh my god, you can't tell that all of that work is mine because it was all so different. But it's okay. You can experiment like completely. Like some of it like that is quite simple, and then some of it like this is quite detailed, but all of it is very beautiful, and I thoroughly recommend it. It's so good. Next up I have this absolute mammoth graphic novel called Blankets, and it's literally massive. It's like 500 pages, but the art is very cool in it, and so it makes me happy that it's that long, because I can just enjoy it again and again and again. It's so good, and this basically follows this guy called Craig. I think it's quite autobiographical, but basically follows this Craig from when he's a child to when he's an adult, and he goes through so many different things, like falling in love for the first time, you know, discovering he wants to be an artist and all the struggles that come with that, and then, you know, kind of losing his religion along the way as well. So a lot of it has quite, you know, it's quite varied themes, but they're all done really well and through a really personal lens, so you can definitely get to grips with this character, and I really enjoy this graphic novel. Lastly, but definitely not least, are Scott Pilgrim Volume 1, Scott Pilgrim Volume 2, and Scott Pilgrim Volume 3. And I've got the colour hardback editions, which are absolutely gorgeous. If you're going to read Scott Pilgrim, definitely get the colour editions, because the colouring of these are just like so beautiful and awesome. And this is just, again, so funny, and it's about this guy called Scott who wants to date this girl, but in order to date her he has to defeat her 7 evil ex-boyfriends and / girlfriends. And it's so funny. It's kind of like a spoof of like a superhero comic, but it's done so well, and it's also so funny, and it's really, really good. I absolutely recommend this to anyone, everyone. You will enjoy this whatever age you are. It's just so good, and the film is also amazing as well, so definitely check that out too. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any graphic novel recommendations based on the ones I've shown in this video, then please leave them in the comments, because I would love to check more out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!